Nathan Cleary in utter shock as Mary Fowler drops pregnancy bombshell. My unpopular take. Good day, folks, and welcome back to Unpopular Aussie Opinions, the spot where we dive headfirst into the wild world of Australian sports without pulling any punches. I'm your host, and today, we've got a story that's hit the headlines like a thunderclap over the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Nathan Cleary, the golden boy of NRL, the Penrith Panthers 5/8 extraordinaire, looking like he's just been tackled by a freight train. Why? Because his partner, Matildas star Mary Fowler, has announced she's pregnant. Yes, you heard that right, expecting a little Cleary-Fowler on the way. And let me tell you, Nathan's reaction? Pure shock. Wide-eyed disbelief splashed across every tabloid from the Daily Telegraph to the Herald Sun. But here's where I come in with my unpopular opinion. This isn't the career-ending curveball the doomsayers are crowing about. Nah, this could be the spark that lights a fire under both their games. Stick around as I unpack this bombshell, the fallout, and why I'm calling it a win for Aussie sport. Let's get into it. First off, for those of you who might have been living under a rock, or perhaps just binge-watching too much AFL footy, let's set the scene on this power couple. Nathan Cleary, at just 27 years old, is already a legend in the making. 3 straight premierships with the Panthers, Dally M medals hanging off his mantelpiece like Christmas baubles, and that silky left foot kick that could thread a needle from 40 metres out. The bloke's the heartbeat of New South Wales state of origin, the guy who drags his team through the trenches when the pressure's on. And then there's Mary Fowler, 22, the prodigy of women's football down under. She's got that effortless grace on the pitch, terrorising defenders for the Matildas and Manchester City. Remember that World Cup run? Mary was the quiet assassin, slipping past fullbacks like they were statues. These two, they've been an item since late 2023, keeping it low-key at first, beach walks in Sydney, sneaky coffees in Manchester during her off-season. But they've grown into this symbol of young Aussie athletic royalty. Social media's been alight with their couple goals. Nathan cheering from the stands at CommBank Stadium, Mary posting cryptic heart emojis after his grand final triumphs. It's been the stuff of fairy tales, or at least the clean-cut version we love to peddle in our sports pages. But fairy tales don't stay tidy forever, do they? Enter the announcement. It dropped like a stealth bomb on Mary's Instagram late last night. A black and white photo of her cradling what looks like the tiniest bump under Matilda's jersey, captioned simply, "New team member incoming. Grateful for the ride so far." No fanfare, no gender reveal circus. Just raw, real vulnerability from a woman who spent her life dodging tackles and headers. The likes poured in faster than rain at the Melbourne Cup, over 1 million in the first hour. Celebrities from Sam Kerr to Dylan Edwards chimed in with heart emojis and congrats, legends. But zoom in on the comments, and there's Nathan. His repost? A single photo of him mid-laugh at a Panthers training session, overlaid with a shocked face emoji and the words, "Still processing, but over the moon." Blokes, that says it all. Nathan Cleary, the ice vein general who stares down Broncos packs without flinching, floored by this. Reports from insiders, and yeah, I mean those 9 News whispers, say he was pacing the living room like a caged roo when Mary broke the news over FaceTime from England. "Mate, it's happening," she allegedly said. His response? A stunned silence, then a bear hug that nearly cracked a rib. Shock. Understatement of the year. This is the guy who planned his entire career arc down to the decimal point, and now life's thrown him a wild card he can't kick for touch. Now, let's talk about the shockwaves rippling through the sports world, because this isn't just tabloid tittle-tattle. It's a seismic shift for 2 franchises that bleed blue and gold. Start with Nathan. Penrith's already sweating bullets over his contract, that megadeal rumoured at $1.3 million a season, tying him down till 2028. The Panthers' boardroom's abuzz. Does fatherhood soften the edges of their star playmaker? I've seen the hot takes online, the blokes in footy forums declaring it's game over for his origin spot. He'll be changing nappies instead of changing games, one troll quipped. Rubbish. Absolute rot. My unpopular opinion number 1. This pregnancy is rocket fuel for Nathan's fire. Think about it. The man's driven by legacy. His old man Ivan built a dynasty, and Nathan's hellbent on eclipsing it. Nothing sharpens focus like impending parenthood. Remember Billy Slater? Juggling dad duties with a 2017 Origin Series masterclass. Or Cameron Smith, who won a grand final with a toddler's first steps fresh in his mind. Nathan's not the type to slack off, he's the type to double down. Expect him to train like a demon through the off-season, channeling that dad energy into every sidestep and spiral bomb. And let's be fair dinkum here, the NRL's been crying out for more family man heroes. In a league dogged by scandal, Cleary with a bub in his arms? That's pure gold for the brand. Sponsors will line up from here to the Nullarbor. Flip the coin to Mary, and it's a different kettle of fish, but no less electric. Women's football in Australia is booming post-World Cup. Crowds swelling at A-League women's matches, young girls trading Barbie dolls for footies. Mary's the face of that surge, the homegrown talent who's got PFA Young Player of the Year etched on her trophy shelf. But pregnancy in elite sport? It's the ultimate tightrope. She's 4 months along, by the sounds of it, which means she'll miss chunks of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. Manchester City's gaffer, Gareth Taylor, put out a classy statement this morning. Mary's our warrior. We'll support her every step. But the whispers from the WSL? Concerns over her return timeline, fitness levels post-birth, that nagging fear of the mum penalty in a sport that's only just shaking off its glass ceiling. I've read the studies. FIFA's own report on maternal athletes shows recovery's possible, even enhanced, with the right backing. Yet here's my unpopular take number 2. This isn't a setback for Mary, it's her superpower reveal. Women like Alex Morgan and Sam Kerr have come back from maternity fiercer than ever, blending grit with grace. Mary's got that X factor. Technical wizardry meets unshakable poise. Post-baby, she'll be a mentor magnet for the next-gen Matildas, proving you can boss the midfield and bake banana bread. And let's not kid ourselves, the media circus around this will skyrocket her profile. Endorsements from Bonds to Boost Juice, documentaries on Stansport, she'll be unavoidable. In a niche where we idolize the underdog, Mary scripting her own epic, athlete, partner, mum. Bloody inspiring, if you ask me. Of course, no bombshell lands without the vultures circling. The public's reaction. A mixed bag of confetti and controversy. Social media's a battlefield. Hashtag Cleary-Fowler baby trending worldwide, with 500,000 posts by breakfast. The romantics are swooning. Aussie sport's royal family. Fans photoshopping tiny Panthers jerseys on ultrasound pics. But then there's the ugly underbelly, the trolls who've turned it into a fertility farce. Too young, too soon, focus on the footy, one charmer spat on Twitter. And the gender police, nitpicking Mary's glow-up posts like their scouting reports. Sexist slop from blokes who've never laced a boot. My blood boils at that. We've fought tooth and nail for equal airtime in women's sport, only for pregnancy to become clickbait ammo. Unpopular opinion 3. The haters are just jealous relics, scared of a world where women like Mary dictate their own timelines. This announcement isn't invading their man cave. It's expanding the pitch. And Nathan. The poor bloke's copped flack for his shock face. Man up, Cleary. As if emotions are a sin in rugby league. Newsflash, vulnerability's not weakness. It's what makes legends human. I've seen the memes, the Photoshop jobs of him fainting in the scrum. Hilarious. Sure. Harmful. When it mocks mental load in a high-stakes gig, yeah. Diving deeper into the couple dynamic, because that's where the real juice is. How do two globe-trotting stars sync nappies with night shifts? Nathan stationed in Penrith, grinding through 26-round seasons plus finals. Mary's jetting between Manchester's grey skies and Sydney's sun. Long-distance parenting? It's the new normal for elite pairs, but it'll test them. Insiders reckon they're house hunting in the Hills District, a sprawling estate with a home gym, nursery overlooking the bush, and space for Mary's yoga mat next to Nathan's kicking tee. Practical? You bet. But the romance? That's the glue. Remember their quiet anniversary post last month, a sunset picnic at Bondi, Nathan's arm around her like she's the grand final trophy. This bub's not derailing that, it's deepening it. Unpopular opinion 4. In an era of swipe-right flings, Cleary and Fowler are the antithesis, committed, career first, now family forward. It's the blue